Good morning, Mr. Villasana. Morning. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 7th, 2025, at approximately 7 p.m., officers were dispatched to a person found on the West Digital Road in Harris County, Texas. The officers spoke with the witness, who the witness stated that the defendant was charged when he got to the location and was asleep in his motor vehicle. The vehicle was apparent on with all doors were off. The witness stated that he knocked on the window multiple times to see if the defendant wakes up, that the defendant did not respond to knocking, and that the witness had used a special tool to open the door and was not able to get the defendant and received a little bit off. The witness stated that the defendant had told him that he had been drinking a few hours prior to driving into the gas station, and that he observed a brisk man in the middle of the car, that's the defendant about it. The witness stated that the defendant had been in the hospital 3 days ago for alcohol problems, and another witness stated that multiple customers had stated that the defendant had been at the gas station, and when that gas station made accessible windows to the cameras and saw the defendant's car had been parked there since 6:30. Witness 2 went outside to check on the defendant, and the defendant was asleep and tried to wake up the defendant by knocking on the door. He did not wake up. The motor vehicle was on. The officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, poor balance, and disorientation. He refused SFSTs and admitted to consuming alcohol a few hours prior. A open container of Jim Beam bottle was locked in a hidden compartment of the passenger seat, and an empty can of Four Loko was located in the center console. A styrofoam cup with a lid and a cup holder with a liquid matching the color of the liquid in that Jim Beam bottle was also found. The DIC was read and the defendant refused breath. The blood warrant was signed and executed and was identified by his Texas driver's license.
Are you telling me that he had alcohol in the car while driving?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Villasana, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you not to drive any vehicle whatsoever for any reason. Do you understand?
That's right.
If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months of jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. Do you understand?
That's right.
I'm also ordering you to obtain a portable device that you're going to take with you everywhere you go to prove to us that you're not consuming alcohol. If you have a problem with alcohol or illegal substances, you better address it, because if you don't and it becomes a problem, I'm going to do it for you. And I promise you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I am sending notice to DPS and I'm placing a restriction on your license that you are not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an interlock on it. I'm sending notice now to DPS in Austin so that every police officer in this state knows that if you're caught driving a vehicle and that vehicle doesn't have an interlock, they will take you to jail. Because I'm ordering you not to drive now, that's why I'm giving you a portable device. But do not drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You get no more warnings. If I find that you do, I'm going to lose it. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, sir?
Sure.
Okay. We will give you time to go hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you swear to us that you're not going to drive. I will get you to Victoria where we will have you sign a release. You will get with Felicia. If you're bond conditions after that, you're free to go. But be careful, Mr. Villasano. Okay.
Hi, I'm here on Mr. John C. Joseph. It's my understanding that you want to talk to him and see why he didn't appear in court on his last court date.
It's just.
So this is basically an arraignment.
Yes, sir. I understand that we were going to do it as an arraignment.
He's been AWOL. It's now 400 days, 350 days old. Mr. Joseph, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. Your cases are now 352 days old. It's time to decide what we're going to do. Do you have offers on these cases?
No, sir, we're still waiting for the
We do,
security video.
we do have an offer, but yes, we are waiting on the security
I
video.
need you to get on it
Absolutely.
like yesterday.
Yes.
I'm ready to set this case for trial. Way too much trauma, and I'm not going to just.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph, I'm now going to put an ankle monitor so I know where you are at all times. If I find that you have one on now, You take off on me again, I'm gonna make your bonds extremely high. Do you understand? I will
Yes,
give
sir.
you a big flight risk and the bonds will go very high. At some point, someone's gonna stop ponying up all this money. You're just giving free money to bonding companies every time you take off, man. That's all you do. On your burglary case, you're not to have any contact with the complaining witness in these cases. You're not to be in possession of weapons.
Did you say you already have something going on?
Yeah.
From, is it from Harris County?
Mm-hmm. I turned myself in the other day and they ain't nothing better.
Don't say anything. I don't want you to say something. Perhaps the magistrate put it on.
See any magistrate conditions, but
He's got two cases. Look at the other one, please.
neither of them were supervising an ankle monitor for. We had one on him back in April of last year, but we haven't been supervising it since June due to the warrant.
All right, I want to go back to the original bond conditions that had a curfew with the monitor on now. No alcohol, no dope. What do you do with yourself these days, Mr. Johnson? Mr. Josie?
I just started looking for a job. No, sir. I just started for one, filling the application.
I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks. I want to see what you have done to get a job. Did you graduate from high school?
No, sir.
That's what we're going to also work on as well. I want to see what you've done to start working on your GED as well. I'm giving you 2 weeks. If you've not done anything, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. D, I'll give you a couple weeks, but I want him back in 2 weeks here to see what we've done to either get a job or get his GED.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if nothing, then it can go well.
Yes, sir.
All right? Soon.
It's Bob. I have, Mr. Escamilla and, Ms. Victoria says we need to approach you on the reset because you sent him for a drug test, Judge.
No more.
Yes,
You are
sir.
not allowed to use. It is a condition of your bond. I will give you up to 50 days and I'm going to test you again. If I find that you continue to use, I will put you in jail.
Yes, sir.
No more PR bonds for you.
Yes, sir.
You take off on me again, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I put a GPS monitor on him and I've given him a curfew because he's taken off on us many, many times. His case is 1,000 days old. So I'll give you a reset, but I think that we were waiting on, is discovery complete on the assault case?
It says the only outstanding thing is, photos from the complainant.
Okay, if you can please
Yes.
get that.
Judge, just for the record, I was just appointed today. Okay,
No, I'll give you time.
thank you. Thank
Sure. But I'm gonna test you like crazy.
Yes,
Just
sir.
get ready.
I'm working on this.
On your ball.
Yes, sir. Understand.
It's your responsibility to stay in touch with her. If she tells her she can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging, likewise.
Yes, sir.
Jail, you will go.
Understand.
All right.
And,
Okay, Ms. Teaching.
Yes, Judge, we've had a long talk this morning.
Good.
And he was really good about communicating earlier.
and,
Okay.
for my
Yes.
curfew, I work a night shift. I work 5 PM to 5 AM, so.
Judge, can it change to allow him to work?
I want proof. Show me proof. You're not gonna take your word for it.
Right, but she'll send it to me and by Monday I'll bring it in and we'll adjust. Does he need to be here if you're gonna adjust the curfew or can I just come show you?
Bring me legitimate proof and we can
Then we'll
talk.
talk.
And then, but remember, the GPS monitor tells me exactly where you go
Yes, sir.
at all times. So if you deviate,
Just worry about it. Yes, sir.
all right, okay.
I'll get the proof, Judge. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, have a seat.